So today I thought I'd do a series of shorts, just stitched together, because I have quite a few wanderings during the day. I've just wandered off to the shop to get milk, because I woke up this morning and realised I didn't have any milk, which meant I couldn't have my coffee, which meant basically my whole day's like, because routine's gone. So, got milk. Yep, that's what you need. That instant relief of I've had my coffee and now my day can start. So I'm going to be doing some research today. It's going to be based on chronic pain and the neuroscience behind it. This is because I'm going to be starting my master's degree in brain and behaviour in a few weeks' time, actually. So although obviously I studied psychology, and the whole point of psychology, it being a neuroscience, is actually I actually want to go down that route. So my dissertation was on chronic pain, and I want to continue that ideally. And hopefully one day, and I know this is a big statement to make early on, I want to cure chronic pain. We'll go more into that later. So this is the general view you get of me if you were sat opposite me in a library, because I'll be sat reading. I'm currently reading about the role of the amygdala in chronic pain. In a nutshell, it decreases the medial prefrontal cortical output to the amygdala, allows the uncontrolled persistence of amygdala hyperactivity, hence persistence of pain. So that's something I've got to factor in, obviously, when I do my studies. But yeah, I thought I would just share with you the most common view of me. That was it. How's your day going? I'm sure I'll stitch this into the video somewhere. I forgot to add, I had a question about, obviously last night I posted a video of me being a coach at rugby, and we've got a match this weekend, which I will let everyone know about. Sorry, just reading a message that's just come through. Yeah, I was asked a question about what else I like to do and stuff like that, and I suppose I consider myself a little bit of a writer as well. I've got a couple of books that are available on Amazon, and in my spare time, question mark, not so much nowadays, but back then, my spare time, I used to do a lot of writing, a lot of poetry, and just thoughts and feelings and things like that. Not so much diaries, just observations, really, observations of the world, of the people around me and things like that. So yeah, writing is something that I really do enjoy doing, and I mean, people have been making up stories for millennia. You know, it's how we get mythical stories, and our histories passed on to people. It's how society has formed its good deeds, really, if you think about the story of Jesus and all that sort of stuff. Morals and understandings and what people consider to be good. That raises far more questions than answers. And I hope we can get into some good debates and questions and ideas about people's psyche, way of thinking, what we think makes a good character, what we think is classed as depraved, horrible, and evil, and things like that, and why things are done as root cause. There was a thing, and another message, and there was a thing on the radio yesterday about, is the UK a Christian country? Do people consider themselves Christians? What it takes to be a Christian? And someone came up with, oh, the good thing about being a Christian and being part of the church is the things we do for our local community, volunteering, charity, and things like that. Absolutely brilliant. But you don't have to be part of the church to do that. Anyone can be involved in charity, anyone can be involved in volunteering. And then someone rang up and went, I consider myself a Christian. And the radio presenter said, well, why do you consider yourself a Christian? And he went, because I'm a good man. And I treat unto others as I would expect to be treated upon, or words to that vernacular. I was driving to rugby, so I was having a bit in one ear and thinking about other things. And he's like, yeah, but that doesn't make you a Christian, you know. And he goes, oh, well, it does, because I'm following what the Bible's taught me. And he goes, and I'm a good man. And he was like, okay, you keep saying that, but I don't know you're a good man. You're just telling me you're a good man. And you've quoted some form of scripture. And he went, well, I also believe in God. At which point the radio presenter went, right, so you believe in God, so does that make you a Christian? And he goes, well, yeah, and I'm a good man. And the radio presenter went, okay, Muslim people believe in God, and, you know, there's Muslim people who do a lot for charity and, you know, are good people and things like that, but they don't consider themselves Christians. And this guy just could not define what it was to be a Christian or anything, you know. And it was something like that only 10% of the population of the United Kingdom goes to a church of Christian faith now. And it was this argument of whether we're still classed as a Christian country or not, and what benefit it is for the country to be a Christian country or not. Now, as a lot of you know, I'm ex-RAF. I've been all over the world. I've been places, hellholes and all that sort of stuff. I've been to countries that aren't Christian. I've been to countries that are Christian. I've been, I couldn't even tell you some of the religious denominations of, yes, my phone is blowing up. Still, I couldn't even tell you some of the dominations of the countries that I've been to, whether they're predominantly Muslim or whether they're predominantly Jewish or whether they're Christian or whether they're Quasi, or is that a religion? Kwanzaa? Or is that Christmas to do with the religion? Anyway, don't want to go down the debate of religion versus science and all that sort of stuff. But my point is, regardless of whether a country is renowned for its roots of its law based upon the religion that is followed, should it define a nation? Question mark. Are we at that stage in human evolution where we still need to define and go on crusades? Are we at that stage within human evolution, out to the people, evolution, where do we allow ourselves to say to hell with it, regardless of background, religious background, colour of the skin, ethnicity, diversion, inclusion, and all that sort of stuff? We are one human race. And the powers that be, the political powers that be, won't want that. Because church goes hand in hand with state. One funds the other funds the other. And then it's a passing of money backwards and forwards. And the thing about wars is that wars save economies. They can also destroy economies. But if my right hand's over here doing this, going the war on this, the war on that, war on this, war on that, and I'm still distracting with this, and you can't see what's happening underneath my chin right now. By the way, I was moving my finger across because you were distracted by this thing going on here. a lot of things get passed under the radar. And it's quite convenient for political parties to do that, for establishments to do that, even churches to do that. Think about the big cover-up sex scandal within the Catholic Church, how pedophile priests were moved around to different communities instead of actually tackling the hardcore issue, you know. And I was raised Catholic, so say what you will about that. I say I was raised Catholic. I went to Catholic schools and was trying to be indoctrinated into it. And to a certain degree, part of my life, this is me just going, my wanderings, by the way. Part of my life, I did have faith. Around the age of 19, I lost my faith. Totally, completely, 100% lost my faith. And that's because I was awakened to the world, to what man would do against man. And that's mankind would do against mankind, sorry, not man against man, before we go down that debate. We've got a lot of debates to have, haven't we? So yeah, I can't even remember what it was like. Chronic pain, the amygdala. We're going down the definition of what the amygdala does in chronic pain. That was about 9 minutes ago, wasn't it? It's lucky I'm just having my lunch, isn't it? I mean, not that I'm on a clock for anything. It's still 2 weeks off the start of the master's degree, but I just want to get a head start, because if I don't head start on reading now, by the time it comes to me putting in the first draft of my project and all that, then I won't be ahead. It's not a case of being ahead on time. The thing about having an amputation and other comorbidities that go with it is that you tend to take quite a bit of medication, and they can have effects like forgetfulness, lethargy, and things like that. I'm anemic as well, so I've got to go have my blood done tomorrow, and then wait for results and find out whether it's an IV top-up of ferro, or whether it's back onto the iron tablets or a higher dose of tablets and all that good stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna crack on and make myself a cup of coffee and carry on reading and let the dogs out for a bit and get out good stuff, and then I'll sign off later with a wrap up of the day. And yeah, in the meantime, if you want to send any comments or messages or anything like that, I don't know why I'm saying that now. Yeah, probably not the right time to say it, because this is just a stitch of the video. I'm still getting used to this. I promise my videos are going to get a lot better. I really do. Maybe. I will try and make my videos a lot better. Who knows, you might get some of these star pops and little in-text things, because at the moment my in-text thing will be like, I'll be talking to you like this, and then I will, you know, put this up like this, like and subscribe, like and subscribe, like and subscribe, because I don't know how to put the thing in there that goes like and subscribe, you know, or starburst, or, you know, little rugby ball, because it's not on my phone, little rugby ball emoji. Ooh, yeah, this is from the 2023 Union Cup in Birmingham, which the rugby team went to. Again, tangent. Yeah. Peace. So I thought I'd do the final bit of the video in my porch, which is kind of like my indoor plant haven, shall we say. So just a few plants in here, as you can see. Always good for the soul, house plants, I think, anyway. If you can't look after a house plant, how can you look after yourself? Is one of the things that people often say, I think. If not, it's a new thing that you can use. If you can't look after a house plant, how can you look after yourself? It's been a fun old day. I say fun old day. Look at me, I've got bits all over my top. That's because I've been sat eating whilst working. I've been doing quite a bit of research today on my chronic pain studies and basically what I hope to achieve at master's level and beyond. So I'm looking at using an fMRI, a functional magnetic resonating imager. I had a bit of brain fog then. Yeah, just so I can see what areas of the brain light up when there is pain. Obviously, chronic pain can be highlighted in many different parts of the brain. Hippocampus, the amygdala, especially if it's a fight or flight syndrome that is engaged, which quite often can be with chronic pain. Even though you're not experiencing an outside trigger and it's an internal trigger, you do want to fight it or you want to run away from it. So the amygdala can light up quite a bit. And with chronic pain, it depends where in the brain it's going to resonate, and if there's some sort of locality more inclined than the others, then I think that would be a good start to kind of look at a place of inhibiting certain nerve fibres from relaying the signals, really. So yeah, so obviously you can tell I'm a bit tired, and that's mainly due to the fact I've been sat looking at a computer most of the day and reading. It's hard to get all this information at libraries or actually going down to the university library and looking at it, having journals, pulling them off shelves and things like that. But do you know what? Sometimes I prefer that. I actually prefer holding the paper in my hand than reading a PDF on the laptop. I just sometimes staring at a screen can just be so exhausting. It really can. I mean, I take regular breaks, but yeah, it's now me time. Look after me. So I'll switch the radio off because that tends to be my only human voice contact whilst I'm working at home. And I'll probably sit on the Xbox and chill for a bit of Jedi Fallen Order, I think, because I've still not completed that, so I've not even started Jedi Survivor yet. So yeah, my wanderings today have been a lot of me wondering where to go with my master's study on my major first step, because it's kind of like my second step in chronic pain research and hopefully curing it one day. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. I've had a few questions already that kind of need answering. Things about counselling, things about psychology questions, things about how I lost my leg, how I've dealt with it, the aftermath and stuff like that. So I'm going to do another video shortly, not today, but it might be like this one where it's cut in parts and stuff like that, and basically explain to you all what happened, how it went, my rehabilitation process, the psychological impact, and things like that. And yeah, just got Hunter, who's appeared at my side. Hi, Hunty. It's Hunter saying hello to everyone. So as usual, share, click, subscribe, all that good stuff. Ask questions, don't mind, I will get back to you. So everyone have a good evening, have a good weekend. No, don't have a good weekend yet because it's only Thursday, it's not Friday. Bye.